Big Dru Titan Lifestyle. It's Friday once again. I'm in the lab here with you guys and girls for 30 minutes to an hour to talk about some Titan events. We're going to talk about Titan therapies. Going to talk about a topic that I picked out, gym-related topic. And also, we're going to get into some Q&A. So anybody who's tuning in, get your questions ready. I'll put my thinking cap on. My favorite part of the show is answering questions directly with you guys and girls. So here we are, Titan Lifestyle. Every Friday I do this at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Been doing it for a while now, so a lot of times people saying, I always hear about the show or I always kept clips of it, but when is it? So 2 p.m. Obviously, if you're not on here right now, you'll see it later. But you could always tune in Titan Medical's Facebook page, or they're also on their YouTube page, so you can watch this show whenever. Also, we have a podcast. This is also available on the podcast. So if you have an iPhone, hit the podcast icon, just type in Titan Lifestyle. If you have an Android phone, same thing, Google search, or I'm not sure how Android users do it, but you could search for Titan Lifestyle podcast. And again, I've done probably 300 shows every week. I do a show. So it's been years and years of stuff, a lot of therapies that I've talked about in the past. I always like to look back at some of the ones, like the new ones that came out, like when Retta first came out, when Semi first came out, when MK first came out. Now the GHKU is the big thing now. But yeah, if you always want previous information or previous shows, you could always tune in and watch any of those shows. But let's see who's on real quick. Again, this is Q&A, so if you guys, girls, have any questions you want to ask me, health, fitness related, or anything else, I guess I can answer other questions as well. Just try to keep it PG because this is a PG show. Um, First topic, actually, let's jump into therapy of the week real quick. If I could have Andreas pull up the therapy of the week stuff real quick. Every week we highlight a topic. We highlight a therapy every week here at Titan. And this week, the therapy of the week is drum roll. Titan trifecta. Trifecta means three, or tri means three. So obviously, I'm talking about three different things. So this week, the therapy of the week is actually therapies of the week. Now, what is the Titan trifecta? Number one thing, ECA Stack Plus. ECA Stack Plus. It's a fat burner. It's not labeled specifically as a fat burner, but even though it is, basically what it is ephedra, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. So what you're going to get is you're going to get crazy energy. It helps with respiratory function as well. So you're going to be able to breathe real good off of it. I notice when I take ECA Plus, I when I combine that with the Hercules, I have it's hard to explain. I can breathe real clear on it. It's almost there's similar things that people take for asthma or bodybuilders, fitness people take, um, but this is obviously a safer route. So you're gonna be able to breathe real good. It's gonna give you good energy. It's got B12, which has plenty of benefits, chromium as well, or I believe choline. So what with ECA Plus, basically it's a capsule, so you don't have to do any injections. You would just take it before any type of physical activity or any type you need energy. I know when I do events, me and John, we do these events, these Titan events. Obviously, I'm not working out because I'm at an event, but what I will do is I'll take an ECA Stack Plus quick capsule in my mouth with some water or coffee, and I'm good to go. It keeps me going all day. Mental focus, caffeine. You're not going to get the itchy burn that you get from other pre-workout powders and stuff like that. It doesn't have niacin. It's going to make you itch and tingle. It's not going to mess up with your stomach. So if you have a big pre-workout meal, then you have the ECA capsule. You don't have to worry about it messing with your stomach. And again, I could have a heavy carb meal and still take ECA with Hercules and still notice that I don't notice any difference when I take it on an empty stomach. Now they say take it on an empty stomach. A lot of places they always, they like tell you to take stuff on an empty stomach. And I've even been, tried it out on an empty stomach, but I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, it feels exactly the same whether I take it with food or without food. So I take it with food now. Now the second thing on the Titan trifecta, the first one was ECA Stack Plus, fat burner, energy, helps with respiratory function, and other benefits from the B12. So ECA Stack Plus, number one. Number two in the Titan trifecta, Titan Complete. Titan Complete. Now, what is Titan Complete? Titan Complete is an injectable therapy. So you're going to do an injection as directed. Mine is every day. Titan Complete is basically like a multivitamin, like a super multivitamin. So anybody out there that's taking vitamins, taking one a day oral vitamins, one a day women's, one a day men's, one a day. This is similar, but again, because you're not getting it in a pill form, you don't have to worry about the fillers. You don't have to worry about the heartburn, the indigestion, and you're also not going to have to worry about the absorption because when you take a vitamin orally, if you sweat, if you drink a lot of water, if you use the bathroom, if you urinate, it could be excreted through feces. So anytime you take something orally, you are going to excrete a little bit out, whether it's through your pores, digestion, you're going to lose a little bit. Everyone's different. Now with Titan Complete, since it is an injectable, basically like a one a day, all in one vitamin amino blend. Um, you're not going to have to worry about losing any of it. So if you do an injection once a day, you're going to get every last milligram, microgram. You're not going to have to worry about the food interfering with it. You're not going to have to worry about, any other problems. So, and again, it's non-stim. So Titan Complete is not something you're going to take and you're going to feel. You're not going to take Titan Complete and say, oh, I feel. You're not going to feel a pump. You're not going to feel energy, but you're going to get the benefits from the vitamins. Now, the last thing, too, ECA Stack Plus. Next one was Titan Complete. The third of the Titan trifecta is Hercules Potion. Now, like I just said about Titan Complete, you're not really going to feel it, but it's going to feel it like, it's not stim or pump, but it's going to be working. Now, with Hercules Potion, you will definitely feel that. Hercules Potion is, again, it's a super amino blend. Um, and what you do with Hercules Potion is basically spot inject the muscle before you train. So if I'm training biceps, I'll take a small injection, 1 ml, and I will literally just put it into my bicep. If I'm training triceps, I'll put it into my tricep. Now it's not a steroid. It's not testosterone or it's not androgenic. It's not going to have any type of side effects that steroids have. It's not going to make you, crazy or anything like that. All it is amino. So your standard BCAA powders that people drink that they're always mixing up and have all the shakers and all that, different flavors and burping, chugging BCAAs all day long with the BCAA breath. This is basically the same thing, doctor prescribed medical grade injectable form. So if you're taking BCAAs and you've been taking BCAAs for a while, I would recommend transferring over with the Hercules Potion. Now with Hercules Potion, you're only going to have to take 1 ml a day. So you're not going to have to mix up powders and fruit punch this and mix it, put it in the shaker and burp it up. And it's a lot of, when you come to Titan, it's so much more convenient when you start doing things. When you start taking your injections, that's all I have to do is just one injection. I don't have to mix up powders all day long. That's all I have to do is just pop this capsule. I don't have to, dry scoop pre-workout in my mouth in the car and get powder all over my beard and look all crazy. So it makes it real easy when you get to Titan. But Hercules Potion is the last of the Titan trifecta. It comes in a big jug too, big 30 ml bottle, or you can get three. I get 30 mLs, I believe 30 or 60 mLs a month, and mine it used to come in the big jug. Sometimes it comes in the smaller 10 mLs. But either way, if you get 30 mLs, it's either going to be in one big jug or it's going to be in three small 10 ml jugs. Now, Hercules Potion doesn't have to be constituted either. What I mean by constituted, a lot of times you'll get these peptides. The peptides come in and they'll be in a powder. Then you'll have the bacteriostatic water and constitute, which basically means you're just mixing them together. Hercules Potion and Titan Complete don't have to be constituted. So as soon as you get it, it's ready to go. You can pop the tap, you know, clean off the top area, take your normal injection, no mixing, no anything like that. And it can be stored in the cabinet. It doesn't have to be stored in the fridge. If you choose to store it in the fridge, you can, but it's not going to be effective if not. The only thing I wouldn't recommend is I wouldn't recommend storing it in direct sunlight. Um, a lot of the Titan medical therapies come in amber vials. What I mean by amber is it's like a brownish color vial. Those are used to protect the UV rays, but I still like to be a little bit more safe. So I never have any of my stuff in direct sunlight. I never have it get too hot, um, or too cold. But again, if it does, it's not really a problem. We just let it cool off or let it heat up. But again, that's the Titan Trifecta. It is on sale this week. Hit up Titan Medical 727-389-3220. They can tell you all about it. They can tell you how much it costs. They can tell you how to take it. And again, all three of these therapies on this, on the Titan Trifecta, on the therapy of the week, all three of these don't require blood work. So some of the stuff you come in, you need blood work for it. Testosterone, it's hormone related. You need blood work. Stuff like IGF, you need blood work. But with all three of these, they're basically like vitamins, basically just like superpowered vitamins and aminos. So you don't need blood work with these. So again, it's not something that, oh, I haven't got my blood work done, I can't take advantage of the sale. If you are the patient, just call the line, just place the order. It's real simple. Let them know I sent you so you can get the code. If not, it's therapy of the week anyway, so you're still going to get the discount. But again, real simple. Again, call that line, take advantage of all three of these. You can take all three together. That's what I do. Now, I get different things month to month since I started with Titan. But these three, Titan Trifecta, even if it's not called Titan Trifecta, I've gotten those three therapies with Titan and my monthly refills every month since I've been with Titan. Certain months I may not get MK, certain months I may not do the IGF, certain months I may not do testosterone, but every single month since I started from day one, Hercules Potion, ECA Stack Plus, and Titan Complete has been my go-to. So it's a Titan Trifecta for a reason. I've been using all these every day since I've been with Titan for years now. Now, I will say the Hercules Potion, I may not use that every day because I may not work out every day. But again, I use it every time I work out. An ECA Stack Plus, I use that. Yeah, I pretty much use that every day too because even days I don't work out, I like to have a little bit of energy. I took some before this, so I feel good. I feel ready to go. I took a little Hercules Potion too, so you might see a little bit of these veins jumping out right now. But yeah, that's the Titan Trifecta, and that's what we got going on this week for this sale. Now, one of my topics for today, shout out to Joel, who's that? Joel YP8WN says hope here right now. One of my topics for the week was what makes a gym a gym? Like what makes a good gym? Now, everyone has different reasons. These are my reasons for a good gym. Um, it's crazy because I know a lot of gym owners. I know a lot of gym owners when they first open their gyms. I know a lot of gym owners that have had gyms for a while. And it's especially now with the whole social media craze, and everyone's an influencer, everyone has a tripod, everyone's recording. The number one thing, and this may sound crazy to everybody, the number one thing of gyms, when I'm looking for a gym, is the lighting. It's the lighting. Because when you're looking at yourself underneath that light and you look good, it's motivating, it makes you go harder. So every gym has weights. 45-pound plate is a 45-pound plate. Yes, I prefer metal, old, rusty plates. But again, if I go to a pretty gym like, Crunch or EOS, 45 pounds is 45 pounds. Now, what makes a gym, it's not the only thing. I'm going to say other stuff too, but the number one thing is lighting. If I walk into a gym and the gym has the greatest equipment, if it has the best everything, the locker rooms are good, they got heavy weights, they got old school this, everything's good, but the lighting is absolutely terrible, it's very unmotivating because you walk in, you look good, but as soon as you look in the mirror, you're like, something's off, and you feel like you're going backwards. You never want to feel like you're going backwards in the gym. So people may look at it, oh, that's petty, just the lighting. You just want to look good, but hey, everything's about how the workout. If you look good, if you're feeling good, and you're really hitting it hard, then yeah, So the number one thing would be lighting. I know a gym. I'm not gonna say specific gyms right now. In Tampa area, you guys can probably figure it out from the ones I'm talking about. But there's a couple gyms that have the best equipment, like the best equipment. Like top of the line equipment. Everything's good. One of the gyms has the best equipment ever, like insane equipment, and it's kind of like out. It's I'm not gonna give too much info, but there's a gym out there that has really, really great equipment. but it's freezing cold, which is terrible. That's another thing too. You can't have a cold gym. You're trying to warm up and pump up, but you're cold. Like this isn't at house. This isn't like you're at your house sitting on the couch, watching TV and you want to be relaxed, nice and dry and cool and comfortable. When I'm in the gym, the lighting has to be good, and then the AC has to be either off or not cold. So if I walk into a gym and the lighting is terrible, first thing is, the lighting's no good in here. Second thing is it's freezing cold in here. People are like, why are you always working out in a hoodie? Usually because there's not too many gyms that don't have AC. I mean that have without AC. So when it comes to one of my favorite gyms, I will call out a gym, Pro Gear Gym. Pro Gear Gym is out in the middle of nowhere. It's like an hour and 10 minutes from here. It's probably my favorite gym I've ever trained at, and I've been all over the country. I've been all different gyms. So I will shout out to Pro Gear Gym. That's probably my favorite gym. Why? The lighting is good. Zero AC. No AC, no heat, no nothing. So it's 100, over 100 in there. It's got graffiti on the walls. It's got metal plates. It's old school, grimy feel. People are motivating. When you work out in there, you're drenched in sweat in 20 minutes, so you get a good workout in. So that's the stuff that I look for. So number one thing is the lighting has to be good. Number two is the temperature has to be decent. The next thing is the environment. Now, if I'm walking into a gym and it's just a CrossFit gym, shout out to all my CrossFitters, but I'm not a CrossFitter. I don't want to go to a CrossFit gym and have to squat on a squat rack with CrossFitters. If I go into the gym and I'm the only bodybuilder in there, that's another red flag. First of all, because they're not going to understand the culture. They're not going to understand how I work out. They're probably going to ask me 50 million questions to interrupt my workout. How did you get so big? Or what do you do for your arms? Or so that's another thing. I need to be in a good culture. And then the last one, location is good. But at the same time, I mean, you'll get to the gym. You'll get to the gym. But I see a lot of gyms in Tampa that are failing, and they have no clue that something as simple as lighting will change the whole gym. MI40, I'll give another shout out. MI40 is a gym here in Tampa. It's a private gym, kind of hard to get into. Some people know about it, but they can't get into it. Again, one of my favorite gyms. The lighting is now MI40 has a mix of everything. It's got good lighting, it's got the best equipment. It's got good locker rooms, individual bathrooms. So you have your own shower, you have your own sauna, you have your own towels. So you have no one bumping elbows with you. You can just go in there, do your thing. They have a posing room. It's got an old school feel, but it's got a new school like equipment vibe. There's a lot of great bodybuilders in there, Olympia guys, Andrew Jackson there. The music's good. The music's real good. Sometimes they'll open up the garage door so you get that humidity in there. So those are the type of gyms. Those are the type of gyms that's going to bring people. Even if you're not a bodybuilder, if you're like a fitness girl and you're an influencer and you go to a gym, when you walk into the gym, these girls are going to want to look good. They're going to want their booty to look good and their waist to look smaller when they're taking their content. If they walk into a gym that looks terrible, they're going to have nothing to post. They're going to have no motivation to work out. And it's probably freezing cold, bright lights. This is not a wedding. This is not a banquet. This is not artwork. This is gym. So you want good shadows, like good lighting on your body because everything's being recorded now. It's like the biggest thing. So that's a little bit of insight with me for my gyms. I gotta have good lighting. I gotta have good environment, and I gotta have not freezing cold. Now, if you're in other states, it may be a situation where it may be snowing outside, so you may not notice the cold weather. But over here in Florida, every gym is freezing cold. That's why I have to literally suit up before I go. I'm always hoodied up. I'm always thermal underneath the hoodie and all that just to keep warm. So let me jump into some questions. We got some people on here. D Athlete Kenneth says, top two things for me. Shout out to DC. Top two things for me when it comes to gyms is the equipment, maintenance, good lighting is a plus. Yeah. So she's saying the equipment, good maintenance, equipment maintenance. Yeah, that's another thing too. You never want to be in a gym where everything's always broken all the time. Now I'm not gonna lie, I've broken a lot of equipment over the years. It's kind of like, I don't feel bad when I do it. If I overload weight or if I overload stuff, I don't feel bad if I break it because first of all, I felt good when I got the set, and second of all, it's kind of like an ego thing. Like I have videos from the past where I'm holding up the cable and it's broken, this and that. So I never feel bad when I break anything at a gym because the way I feel like it is, either the machine should have been made better or should have been, you know, it's like, oh well, like I'm lifting this weight. If it can't hold the weight, then get a new machine. It's not my problem, it's the machine's problem. So it is what it is. And gym maintenance is huge. David Zaruzua, sorry what the name says. Do you eat 100 eggs a week? Yeah, probably.
Wow.
I probably eat at least 100 eggs a week. I either do 10 eggs or I either do 10 eggs or 12 eggs with my meals. So like in the morning time, I may do 10 eggs, put them in the blender with some oatmeal and fruit. And then later on the day, I may have another egg meal. I may do 10 hard-boiled eggs with, you know, maybe 2 cups of rice. So I could easily do 20 eggs a day, 20 eggs a day times 7, 140. So yeah, I probably do 100 eggs a week. I know guys that do. I know guys doing 30 eggs a day. I was doing 30 eggs a day for a while. You know, 2.5 dozen, the 2.5 dozen sheet that you get from Publix. I was eating that every day. It's 3 meals for me. It's 3 10 egg meals. So when people look at how much eggs you eat, they're always looking at like that we're eating other stuff. So if you hear of a bodybuilder, oh, he's eating 30 eggs a day. Wow, that's so much. Not really, because that's all he's eating. If all he's eating is rice and eggs all day, then I mean, it seems like a lot, but it's no different from someone, you know, going to Wendy's and have lunch and then having dinner at the house and then, you know, going out and having a steak at nighttime and then going having, you know, a chicken wrap over here. It's pretty much the same. It's just that we eat the same thing all day. So it seems like a lot. Uh, no, I don't like power slap. This guy's asking if I've been in a power slap. I think that's the most I think that's the dumbest sport that there is. I don't understand it. It's like, did those people fail at other sports? Like, what happened in their life where they want to just sit there and get smacked? Like, I don't get it. It's like a mental. I don't know what it is. You see people just sit there and just take a smack and then have like a big huge egg on their head. And it's always like the people are always just weird and a little off. Sorry if anybody out there does that. But they always just seem a little off and weird to me. So no, I don't want to do it. I don't care what the money. Actually, I can't say I don't care what the money is, but the money's right. I'll go in there and get smacked. But I don't know. I don't understand it. It's almost like a little kid trying to get attention. Look, smack me. It doesn't even hurt. It's like, yeah, it is what it is. Any other questions? Any other questions? This is Titan Lifestyle, Health and Fitness related. And no, I'm not doing power. People keep asking about power slap. I'm not doing power slap. I saw Larry Wheels doing some power slap stuff, so but I have no interest in that at all. At all. Shout out to my brother John right now. He's not in the office today. I'm hoping he's relaxing because him and Sharice go hard so much. So I'm hoping John and Release are chilling somewhere and actually taking a little bit of time off because they do everything here at Titan. You know, most owners are owners. I've said it before. They do everything. They're here every day. And even if I'm with them out at the beach someplace or at a hotel, Sharice is on their iPad. She's on the. They're always working. So shout out to them for always holding it down, always holding me down for all these years or whatever. So shout out to John Sharice. He'll be back next week. He should be back. If not, I'll hold it down by myself. This is what I do. This is what I do. All right. We don't have any Titan events coming up. If we do have any Titan events, I'll let you guys and girls know. If you subscribe to our email, you'll get notified of different therapies that Titan has every week. Therapy of the week. You'll be notified of all our new events. You'll be notified of new therapies coming out, new advances of the therapies that we do have, new combinations, new ways to administer therapies, and all that good stuff. So always, it's real easy too with the email. All you do is just text a certain number to the line, and you'll get notified. I mean, I'm here in the office and I still get emails all the time. I get texts all the time. One thing that's good about Titan is they will contact you, they will text you, they will email you, and they will call you. And it's an actual person. So there's no AI person on the other line saying, you know, whatever they have to say. It's an actual person that you're going to be dealing with. So, which is rare nowadays because everything. Past couple of days, I'm looking at all these followers. Like, are these even real people? Like, you can't even tell anymore. It's getting crazy. Like. It's getting crazy. I'm just waiting for a video of me to come out and be like, look, that's me, but it's not me, because it's so that simple now. Crazy thing is like now with this, to go off a little bit, with all this AI and stuff going on now, like they could literally just take me and my voice and they could throw a video of me saying anything. All they have to do now, it's going to be like the Shaggy song, "It Wasn't Me." It's going to be like it wasn't me. People are going to have all this stuff going on. Like, hey, I saw a video of you over. No, it wasn't me. It was AI, and they can get away with it. I mean, they can make anything look real. So, just crazy. It's just crazy. It wasn't me. That's pretty much it for today. I'll be back next week, 2 p.m. Titan Lifestyle. Again, check out the videos on our podcast, our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X. We're on everywhere. I've been doing this a long time. I'll see you guys next week. Hit the bell on YouTube so you're notified of videos like this. And I will see you guys next week. Titan Lifestyle. Get your questions ready next week. We got one more question from D Athlete Kenan. Shout out to DC. What's a good Titan therapy to take for an athlete for fasted cardio? No stim. Now, what I will say is good. One of our Titan trifecta that we have this month, those are the 3 therapies, is Hercules Potion, Titan Complete, ECA Stack. ECA Stack, again, like I said, it's ephedra, caffeine, and aspirin. What I would say for someone who's looking for to do their workout or their fasted cardio with no stim, I would get ECA Stack, but I would also, when you call the office or let them know, say, I want ECA Stack Plus, but I don't want any caffeine in it. We could take the caffeine out of it, so it won't be ECA. It'll basically just be EA Plus. But we can take the caffeine out of it. Again, the ephedrine in it's going to help you breathe real good, so it's going to help with respiratory function. You're going to get all the other benefits of the fat burning effects and all that, but you're just not going to have a stim. So I would recommend ECA Plus without the caffeine. We can make adjustments to the caffeine as well. I believe they come 200 milligrams, but they could also lower it to 50 or 100. We have higher doses that you can work your way up to. That's what I'm doing right now. The one I'm doing right now is 300 milligrams. But that's pretty much it. ECA, what I would recommend for do fasted cardio. Now you could also take Hercules Potion for your fasted cardio as well. That's going to help tremendously with endurance and stamina. I notice when I'm working out on that, I go a lot longer. So I'd also recommend Hercules Potion with ECA without the C. So basically be EA. So that's it for today. I'll be back next week. Hit the bell on YouTube so you're notified of videos just like this. Again, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. I'll be back next week. Have a great week. I'm out.